In Navajo culture, a skinwalker, or in Navajo, Yi-Naldushi, is a type of harmful witch who has the ability to turn into, possess, or disguise themselves as an animal. The term is never used for healers. In the Navajo language, Yi-Naldushi translates to by means of it, it goes on all fours. While perhaps the most common variety seen in horror fiction and media by Navajo people, the Yi-Naldushi is one of several varieties of specifically a type of Ant-Genie. The legend of the skinwalkers is not well understood outside of the Navajo culture. However, Navajo witches, including skinwalkers, represent the antithesis of the Navajo cultural values. Skinwalker stories told among Navajo children may be complete life and death struggles that end in either Skinwalker or Navajo killing the other, or the encounters ending in a stalemate. Non-native interpretations of Skinwalker stories typically take the form of partial encounter stories on the road, where the protagonist is temporarily vulnerable, but then escapes from the Skinwalker in a way not traditionally seen in Navajo depictions. A skinwalker is a person with the supernatural ability to turn into any creature he or she desires. To be able to transform, legend sometimes requires that the skinwalker wears the pelt of the animal. In most cases, this pelt is not used in modern times because it's an obvious sign of them being skinwalkers. It's a common theme found in cultures all over the world, and is referred to as shapeshifters by anthropologists. However, this is if they are in their bestial form, as depicted now and earlier. However, according to the native tribes, mentioning either the term skinwalker or Yi-Naldushi can cause them to hunt you down, so be careful. The creation of the skinwalker. The Ant-Genie, or practitioners of witchcraft, or witchery, are people who have received supernatural power by breaking a cultural taboo. Upon initiation of the Ant-Genie, a person is said to gain the power to become a Yi-Naldushi, which means with it he goes on all fours. In the Navajo language, this is done through dance/song ceremony used to curse instead of heal. Although both men and women can become Ant-Genie, men are most commonly initiated. It is generally thought that only childless women can become witches or Ant-Genie. Not every witch is a skinwalker, but every skinwalker is a witch. Skinwalkers live double lives, meaning that they do indeed live amongst humans. They function as everyday people. They are witches after all. They can be like anyone you encounter. Some have even known to use this to their advantage. For example, they can take your personal belongings and curse you, i.e. hair from a hairbrush. However, their human forms are easy to identify, covered in white ash, for example. They are... and have an odd aura about them, or like a vibe about them that's just off. However, some say are pure evil. They are violent by nature. In some stories, ones who have achieved the ultimate rank in the skinwalker community are called Ecclesiati, which means pure evil in Navajo. They can be solitary or in packs of up to 3 or 4. From my knowledge, I could be wrong. Skinwalker hunting grounds / their habitat. Most of this is my personal knowledge of where they inhabit and hunt. As we discussed previously, they can and do live amongst humans, mostly with the Navajo, Apache, and Hopi peoples. There's also the infamous Skinwalker Ranch, but aside from those native tribes, they live in the southwest of the United States, mostly New Mexico and Arizona. Some have been spotted in Utah near Skinwalker Ranch, for example. In New Mexico, they have been seen in Yemez Mountains. They've been seen in Window Rock, Arizona, Holbrook, Arizona, Taos, New Mexico, Shiprock, New Mexico, Minhanezed, New Mexico. Here are specific locations of sightings I found. You can fact check it if you like. I have found, however, that that's not to say that they haven't been seen elsewhere, nor does it mean that they only inhabit these areas. They have only been seen around this area, but I would assume that they also live next to their tribes of the Navajo, Apache, and Hopi, and Gila reservations, or any other tribe of Native American that you could find. I'm sure you could probably find them somewhere about. But these are areas that they inhabit. From my knowledge, they can hunt on these grounds, but also hunt non-habited territories such as forests, scrublands, any area that is not inhabited. Could be mountains, anything. Also, some people have noted seeing strange animal figures outside their windows, banging on windows and walls, and voices asking to be let in. Under no circumstances should you let these motherfuckers in, because they act like vampires in this manifest. they need permission to enter your house. So I definitely suggest telling them you're not coming in this bitch. Just for future notice. Okay, so how to protect yourself. So the basics: do not look one in the eyes, for to do so would essentially freeze you in fear and allow them to possess you. Only way it really doesn't work is if, like, somehow, you got a guardian angel on your shoulder that's preventing you from being mauled to death by a skinwalker in the middle of the wilderness. But, good luck with that one. Pay attention to animals you around too. They can sense them, so I would definitely say look at them, because they're gonna act like really bizarre, just out of character for the animal. Like if it's a coyote, or whatever. However a coyote acts, if it's acting different, I would definitely stay away from wherever the hell you are. Also, other animals of whatever it takes. Say for example, a coyote, another coyote can attack them, because they essentially steal the spirit and like shape of the animal, and the other coyotes will be able to notice this, so they might attack them. It is a possibility. When a skinwalker transforms, it is never fully able to imitate an animal. It'll always be off. It'll for example, a skinwalker may be too large in animal form or walk strangely. However, skinwalkers usually do not physically attack their victims when they first meet them. Instead, they like to steal hair or fingernail clippings to use against black magic against the person first, and curse you. So make sure to properly dispose of such items if you're inside territory. Like, I don't know, throw it in a fire. I mean, they can't really do much with it then. So, how to kill them? First of all, I do not suggest hunting these. They are extremely dangerous and can easily kill you. However, these weapons, I personally have knowledge on what can and can't kill with these. I'm going to list them off. Silver bullets, bullets rolled in holy ash, a knife blessed by every religion, a silver blade, or knife, sword, whatever you like, decapitation, aconitum poison, speaking their true name before they became a witch, and fire. Okay, so these weapons I have knowledge on. Not all of them have like 100% certainty to kill a skinwalker. However, some might, some won't. I'll just go over them real quick. Silver bullets, yes, they do in fact exist. You would have to reload them yourself, and silver is it's a very low melting point, so it would best be used in slugs or silver sabots in a shotgun shell, unless someone figured out a way to make 9mm or 45 ACP silver bullets. I mean, that's the only way I can think about using them. Bullets rolled in holy ash, however, it's the same idea as a knife, a silver bullet, but just rolled in holy ash, because apparently a shaman who blesses holy ash in Native American religion is had to be able to kill Native American spirits like the Chindi, the Skinwalker, Wendigos, that sort of thing. Now, a knife blessed by religion is said to do the trick on anything supernatural, but get luck getting that close to a Skinwalker. Silver blades in general are said to work on anything paranormal and supernatural. Again, good luck. Decapitation, again, they are genetically human, so they will die from a good old-fashioned head removal. Aconitum poison, okay, so this one really works because they are human and have lungs and have a heart at the basic level. I mean, they might be able to turn into animals, but they're still humans because they're just witches that can turn into animals. Aconitum is a cardio and neurotoxin. You need as little as 40 milliliters to kill anything in 2 to 6 hours. I mean, time frame might not work for you, but it'll work eventually. Fire, however, is an effective tool. Again, I mean, you light anything on fire, it's generally gonna die. I mean, if you think about it, so I mean, it's not really that big of a deal. Now, the powers of the Skinwalker. Skinwalkers possess the powers of shapeshifting, powerful black magic, telepathy, mind control, and can possess people. Additionally, Skinwalkers are immune to most natural weapons. Skinwalkers can run exceptionally fast, even in human form. They can run so fast they can keep up with a speeding car. I'm talking like 65 to 70 miles per hour speeding car. Skinwalkers are generally stronger than most humans, said to be 2 to 3 times stronger than humans. God help you if you ever have to face more than one at a time. Also, some of the tools at the disposal of them includes fragments of human bones, which can poison and kill the victim, and human bone dust, which can cause paralysis and heart failure. Skinwalkers also use a powder called corpse dust, also known as corpse poison and corpse powder. This is different than the previous one. The anti to the poison victim's corpse is often composed of ground infant bones, often twin infants, specifically bones from the fingertips and back of the skull. The skinwalker blows into the faces of the victims or down chimneys of the victims. They are doing evil upon your tongue swells and turns black shortly after, and you will die within 3 to 4 days. Contact a Native American shaman at your local tribe immediately to recover from that. Now, if you're gonna go try to hunt with these motherfuckers, I'm gonna be real with you here. I don't suggest you ever do this, but in the case you really don't believe me or you want to have 100% certainty these motherfuckers exist, I'll tell you what you should do if you really don't value your own life. So if you can, I would try to contact a native tribe or contract some independent natives. Secondly, bring friends. The more people, the better. Thirdly, when you set up camp, draw a circle around it. Bring a fistful of dried sage or white sage and throw it in the campfire. Also, burn cedar, ash, and juniper berries if you can. Bring something of pure iron, and bring whatever weapons you wish from the list provided. And whatever you do, listen to the natives you bring with you. Or you'll most likely die a horrifically avoidable death. In conclusion, okay, in this video I gave you the information and everything in much detail as I could about the skinwalkers that I could find. This is probably like 1/64th of the knowledge that Native Americans have, but I mean, what are you gonna do? They don't want to, just give it to everybody who asks for it. Now again, I don't suggest hunting them down to see if they exist, or God forbid they try to kill one, but I'm not in control of your decision, so have at it, I guess. But as this video comes to a close, I bid you a good day or night, whatever time it happens to be in your area.